Alright. Welcome. Hey guys, my name is Jay Gamer, and welcome back to another video. Today we're playing some more Apollo Ace Attorney. Apollo Justice Ace Attorney. And this is where we left off last time, so yeah, let's just keep on going. April 20th, 11:52 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 3. Also, I still haven't fixed that. I know. By the way, I was really tired yesterday, so I was mumbling a lot, so sorry about that. So let's get to this. That was quite unexpected, Mr. Wright. Sue suddenly claimed there was another person at the scene of the crime like that. I must ask, is it the truth? Well, now I think you would know the answer to that. Being mysterious, are we? Sadly, I have no time for mysteries. I'd only ask that you leave the defending to your defense in the future. Yes, otherwise, I cannot guarantee the outcome. See, you haven't mellowed out one bit. Still, justice. Yes, sir. The judge has summoned me to his chambers, so carry on without me. You did well, Apollo. Can I ask you something? Sure. That locket you wear, is that really yours, Mr. Wright? Ah, you're wondering about the victim's disappearing locket? Here, you can take a look at it. That's a picture of my daughter in here. Oh! I swear, I didn't even know he had a daughter. I'm just surprised to hear you had a daughter. Same. Most people are, perhaps. You'll meet her one of these days. One more question. The one who cheated that night, was it you? What do you think? Huh? You know what happened 7 years ago? What I did? It's not unreasonable for you to think I might cheat. I'm never honest, but it is odd. It is odd that he managed to go undefeated for 7 whole years. Want to know something? There's only one game where you can be dealt bad cards all night and still win. Poker. Oh. Eh? You see, poker is all about reading your opponent. And that way, it's a lot like a court case. Poker is like trial law. Figure out what your opponent is thinking and you win. Well, yeah, but that's harder than it sounds. I think not. Try as they might to conceal it, everyone reveals their true thoughts in the end. Your body language can become a valuable source of information. You're kidding. That witness, for instance, Miss Worley. She would touch the back of her head, her neck during certain parts of her testimony. Did you notice? No. Come on, who noticed that? Words, habits, twitches, it's all information for the reading. That's the secret to winning, Apollo. Someone taught me, and now I pass the secret on to you. But I'm not worthy. I mean, there's no way I'll pick up on these signals. No, you can do it. Huh? You just don't know it yet. What's he talking about? You will soon. I almost forgot one more thing about this case. You should know, I haven't told the truth to anyone yet. What? I knew it. I have my reasons, of course. All shall be revealed. Paula, I need you to be there defending me. I need your power. My power? I had no idea my cords of steel would work that special, bruh. It's time. The real trial begins now. Do your best. Okay. To be continued. Jeez, I should have stopped it there. You want to save? Yes. Alright. April 20th, 12:14 p.m. District Court, courtroom number 2. Were we number 5 last time? I don't know. What will now reconvene. Has our witness, Miss Olga Orley, recovered? Yes, Your Honor. Well, she's regained consciousness. Perhaps we can hear her version of the events again. That's the thing. You see, she's quite fatigued. You're looking a bit fatigued yourself, Mr. Payne. Sadly, fatigue is insufficient grounds for refusing to testify or prosecute. The defense would like to request that Miss Orley take the stand. Very well. Well, the witness will take the stand. Perhaps you could repeat your name and profession. Or perhaps you'd rather admit that you're a poor liar and a poor loser. Poor loser. No, not at all. Not. Oh, name's Olga Orley. That's the truth. I'm a pro dealer. She changed. People call me Olga Quickfinger Orley. Big quick fingers. Oh my god, her freaking outfit. Oh, really? Want to know something else? I'm not really Russian, and my last name sounds like, oh really? There's that. There, that's the truth. I hope you're satisfied. Witness, you will tell the court what you were really up to that night. Fine, I'll talk. We had a plan, see? Let me remind you that you are currently under oath. Any further fabrications will have serious consequences. Fine. Like I said, I'm a pro. That guy, Smith, hired me to do what I do best. I was planted at the Borscht Club several days prior to the night of the game as a waitress. So you were in cahoots with the victim. Not that. He needed my help. Smith is is a well-known poker player in some circles, but winning wasn't the main purpose of this game. It was about destroying a legend, the unbeatable Nick's Wright. The plan was simple. Elegant, really? You see, we set up a trap of sorts. I was to plant a card in Wright's pocket beforehand, and then deal 5 at aces during one of their games. When their hands were revealed, Smith would call him out and search Wright. He would then pull out the planted card, and the trap would snap shut. The cards? Exposed as cheater and losing on top of it, it would have made a great double play. Just like that, the legend would be dashed to pieces. Indeed. Getting caught red-handed at cheating would cast doubt on all his prior wins. A 7-year legend destroyed by one little card. That was the plan. But it didn't work. Oh, really? 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 How droll. But it appears you made quite the mistake. A mistake? I agree the trap was elegant. Yet, what happened to that planted card? Hey, that's right. He's lucky, I'll give him that. You'd have to be to slip freeform a trap laid by Olga Quickfingers Orley. Oh, really? The witness would be much cuter if she dispensed with the evil mastermind shtick. Dude, who wants to be cute? Not cute, I'm bad. You hear me? Bad. When you're through being bad, perhaps you could testify to the court. Tell us about this trap and how it was sprung. Alright. Yes. I'm gonna save it here. No, I don't want to exit to the title screen. The best laid that night, I planted the card like I was supposed to, and Wright lost the hand, just like he was supposed to. Then Smith searched it. The planted card was gone. The trap failed. The next moment, Wright picked up a bottle and swung it. It wasn't me who hit Smith. It was that no-good cheating defender. Are you sure about that? A surprisingly frank A surprisingly frank testimony that still leaves us mostly in the dark. The trap was perfect, I tell you. If that rotten cheater hadn't messed it up. He's talking. Well, the testimony, for what it's worth, is all yours, Mr. Justice. Witness like her needs criminals, and with defendants like Mr. Wright, who needs prosecutors. Alright, let's do it. At night, I planted the card like I was supposed to. This planted card, which card was it exactly? The trump card, the 5 of hearts. I need to see something. Let me check this. A trump card, the 5 of hearts. There is no 5 of hearts. Is there? I don't see a 5 of hearts. Yeah, let me guess. Mr. Wright, let me guess. Mr. Wright was to have switched the 5 with the ace to make a full house? At least that's what you were going to accuse him of doing, thereby ruining his legend. I slid into Wright's pockets. When was this? Why, before the match, of course, while he was eating. The Borscht Club, we served borscht. I can't sit it. And suckers. Remind me never to go there. Of course, the card was to make a grand debt during the game. Like a good plot must be cooked up early and allowed to stick. Wright lost a hand just like that he was supposed to. Then Smith searched him. So everything went according to plan. Exactly. The 5th ace came up, so it's obvious the switch went off without a hinge. Once the extra card was found in his pocket, Wright would be forever known as a cheat and a fraud. There are worse things to be known as, I suppose. Tell us what happened with the search. But the planted card was gone. The trap failed. The card disappeared? Yeah, my trump card, the 5 of hearts. Gone, without a trace. Poof, zippo. We searched every nook and cranny, even inside his cute little hat. The card was nowhere to be found, is that correct? This is correct. Never in my long storied career. Never have quick finger Orly been so really doped. Oh really? So what did happen to that 5 of hearts? Don't look at me. Why don't you ask the cheating, lying, two-faced defendant? Hearts is still missing in action. The next moment, Wright picked up a bottle and swung it. Wait, isn't that a little odd? What's odd? You searched Mr. Wright thoroughly and found nothing. Which means he didn't cheat, which means he had no reason to strike the victim. Well... What's that just now? I said something. Something wrong, Mr. Justice? No, nothing, Your Honor. Should I press her a little harder? Do it, Ms. Orley. You're hiding something. What are you talking about? Me? Quick finger Orley? The defense will refrain from baseless accusations. I have one question for the witness then. You say you saw the moment the defendant hit the victim. Is that true? Of course it's true. I did see it. Honest. Oop. Oh, I did not mean to click that. I saw it when Mr. Wright hit him. With my own eyes, I saw it. Weird vibe I'm getting. For instance, Miss Orley. She would touch the back of her neck during certain parts of her testimony. Did you notice? Was it? going on? The sensation coming into focus. That twitch, it's so clear. It's like I could perceive her have it like I could before. Orly, perhaps you are unaware of this yourself. Unaware of what? Whenever you get to a certain part of your testimony, you touch the back of your neck with your left hand. My neck? So what? What indeed, Justice? I hadn't noticed anything of the sort. When she says that part of her testimony, she's suspiciously recalling something. Her body reacts to the memory and she touches her neck. I'm sure of it. Would someone care to explain what he's babbling about? This is highly unusual, but let's ask the defense. You claim the witness is remembering something? Maybe you have evidence of this memory to show us. Her habit is scratching her neck whenever she talks about the moment in crime. So what would remind her most of that moment of the crime? Sorely, whenever you recall the crime that night, you scratch your neck. I've noticed it happen when you think about the moment of the crime. There must be some reason behind this habit of yours. I believe the weapon that left as an inerasable impression on your neck is this. Oh God. I don't know. I don't know. So his neck is this. Sorry to disappoint you, but I don't have any particular memories of that. That must not have been it. Of course not. You want I have it, Mr. Justice? I'll show you I have it. Better get this sorted out before I develop what happened with my own neck whenever she talks about the moment of the crime. So what would remind her of the moment of the crime? Sorely, whenever you recall the crime that night, you scratch your neck. I've noticed it happen when you think of the moment of the crime. There must be some reason behind this habit of yours. I believe the weapon that you left your original person was that? Bruh, bruh, you took it. I don't know. Is it the cards? Oh my, I'm so. Let's not fast forward all this. Alright. Wait, she touches her neck. It's the bottle. Whenever she talks about the moment of the crime, she touches her neck. And what reminds us more of that moment than this bottle is the murder weapon. I knew literally, I'm stupid. Literally every time. But something doesn't fit. If you were only the witness to the crime, why would that make you touch your neck like you're in pain? What's he talking about now? It was Mr. Smith, the victim who was hit, not you. Oh. This is not a cross-examination, not a cross-wild conjecture. This is a cross-examination, not a cross-wild conjecture. The witness habits, the witnesses' habits, they're completely irrelevant. Justice, I'll admit, I'm a bit confused myself. This is certainly a unique cross-examination. I'll explain later, just trust me, now's our only chance to break her. Miss Orley, please testify in details about the moment of the crime. The very moment. I am knowing nothing. You know you're not Russian. The witness will testify, please, now. Oh my... Bah, fine. He's the one who did it. I didn't let him out of my sight until the cops got... He saved my game. He didn't let him out of his... She did not let him out of... Oh yeah. Sorry, we have a record here that clearly contradicts what you said. It states that the police were alerted by a report from the defendant. And we know that the defendant left the room, climbed up the stairs, and made the phone call from the first floor of the Borshwell Club. So, explain how you kept your eyes on the defendant when he left the room entirely. Oh, that's a nice picture of your face. The man who picked up a bottle and swung it that night wasn't the defendant. Who was it then? Showdown time. Yep. Dirty cheat. Check his pockets now. Card. Come on. You lose. Ugh. Just then, Smith grabbed the bottle from next to Wright, and he hit me. Some master of cheating. Oh my god. Eek. Bro. When I came to, the victim was already dead. Is that it? That's why I couldn't reveal who I really was. If I came out of that, I was in the league with Smith, I'd be a suspect for sure. Well, where does this leave us? Madness. This is madness. I'm dreaming. It must have been me who was hit with a bottle, and I'm imagining all this. It appears our prosecution is at his wit's end, and frankly, I can't blame him. Gavin, what do you think about this turn of events? Mr. Gavin, sir, I believe that, as the defense in this case, we are compelled to call Miss Orley a big fat liar. What? We were in that room the night of the murder, the defendant, victim, and her. And she has a motive. Her plot foiled. The witness got into an argument with her client, Mr. Smith. And the denouement of that argument was the murder. I'm no killer. I think you are. It's a trap. Someone's trying to frame me. Are you sure about that? What tangled webs we weave when we practice to deceive. So tangled that we catch ourselves in the process. Mr. Wright! Such a hasty conclusion. It's not like you, Christoph Gavin. What are you saying? Why not consider the other possibility? That there was another person in the room at the time of the murder. It's like Mr. Wright was saying before, recess. A single card was swapped into the victim's hand after the murder. And the one who swapped the card didn't know two colors of cards were being used by the person. theory again? Your fourth person doesn't exist. Indeed. That's why I decided to bring the case to the court. Here, where there's no escape and no chance for deception. The perfect place to catch the real criminal. Real criminal? And we're in luck. A clue to the real criminal's identity was kindly provided for us. And right at the beginning of the trial, no less. What? Apollo, perhaps you know what I'm talking about? Sorry. Remember what I said. The fourth person who swapped the cards made one per photo. He or she wasn't considering the color on the back of the card. How could such obvious mistake occur? The cards used that for the last game were red. Yet there's one person here in our court who thought those cards were blue. Yeah, I had that impression too, but why? Well, Apollo, think you can figure out who it is? It's not me, I swear. Who is this first person? Why do I always get put on the spot like this? Hang on, let me save. I save a lot. Let's hear what the defense has to say. Who was it? Who thought the card used in the final game were blue? Ooh. Hello? Do you seriously think that? I think I'm seriously confused. I'm seriously sorry, Bolt. And go, well, it can't be helped. I'm almost missed it myself, but it doesn't do anyone good to turn their eyes away from the truth, does it? First off, was I right? You don't mean Christoph Gavin? You were the fourth person at night. Wait. But of course Gavin knows the color of the cards. How would he? As you can see, the photo of the crime scene is black and white. You can't tell which of the cards are blue, the ones on the floor or the table. But look, you can see the color in this photo. Yes, but when he said the cards were blue, it was well before the evidence came to light. The truth is, then it was engaged in a game of poker with the victim. Yet, it was only that a game, a purest sense of competition, Your Honor. A competition? Yes. A test of wits, a silent clash of passion. Only the cards, their backs, wreathed in blue flame know its final outcome. Well, Christoph? Mr. Gavin? Mr. Gavin, is something the matter? No, nothing, excuse me. It was just so sudden. Right, you aren't serious accusing me, are you? Oh, Christoph. You know, even I'd never take a joke this far. Wait, was it him? This has gone beyond ridiculous, beyond gum. This is insanity. The defendant accusing his own defense attorney of murder? I assure you, I'm quite sane. But what possible connection can Mr. Gavin have to the victim? I wasn't aware that I had a connection to Mr. Smith either. Yes, but Mr. Gavin and the victim I have never met. Well, what if they have? Huh? There is a possibility, after all. They may have met that night before the game started. What are you suggesting? Mr. Wright is this the truth Mr. Wright was staying silent about? Only one thing to do. Mr. Wright, the defense would like to request that you testify to the fault. The defense would like to request no such thing. Mr. Gavin? Testimonies must relate to the case. How could anything happen before that game of poker to be released? I'm very confused. I'm not sure I follow you, Mr. Gavin. As I explained before, the defense believes that Miss Orley. Am I to assume you speak for Mr. Justice in this? He's the defense, not you. Mr. Justice, the matter of Mr. Wright's testimony is up to you. Oh, okay. Does the court, in your opinion, need to hear Mr. Wright's testimony? Yes. This was Mr. Wright's strategy. He was planning this all along, and I intend to see it through. The defense would like to request that Mr. Wright testifies to the court. You, Justice, you would betray me, your teacher? I'm sorry, Mr. Gavin. This is about loyalty. This is about the truth. This isn't about loyalty. This is about the truth. Very well. The defendant, Mr. Wright, will take the stand, please. Oh my god. Like, save. Okay, let's do it. That evening, Kristoff and I had dinner. We sat at the table in this photo. You look at. Wait, okay. 5 minutes after J.D. Smith walked in 5 minutes after Kristoff left. When the trap failed, Smith hit the waitress. The girl was knocked out cold, and Smith was uncontrollable. I left to call the police. When I returned, he was dead, blood streaming from a cut on his forehead. That's when I made another phone call to the defense attorney, Gavin. And you were at the club the night of the murder? I dined with him rather frequently, and he talked to the defendant on the phone directly after the murder. Quite against my will, I had become involved in a murder. I thought I might be in need of a lawyer, so I called him. You were planning this all along, weren't you, Mr. Wright? Just because you wanted to drag me into your little murder trial. The only thing I want is the truth. As I did back then, and now. I thought my office was doing you a favor when we took on your defense. It appears that I was wrong. Very well, the defense may cross-examine the witness. Justice, sir. He's lying, and you're going to expose him. Understood, sir. Mr. Wright, this can't end well. Why can't I have a normal trial? Alright. Before that evening, Kristoff and I had dinner. We sat on the table in this... Oh, we sat at the table in this photograph. You had dinner with Mr. Gavin? Yes, he dines with me at both houses quite frequently. We were enjoying our usual dinner at our usual spot, as usual. I always eat at the table closest to the piano. I see. Where Mr. Smith was sitting. So the plates and such on the table were from your dinner? Indeed, the remnants of the meal my meal with Kristoff. We dined for 2 hours, and Kristoff left after that. J.D. Smith walked in 5 minutes after Kristoff left. Wait, it was taken. When was it taken? Alright. 5 minutes? So the two of them could have passed in the restaurant during that time? That would have been a fateful encounter too, be sure. Oh, Mr. Wright. What was it you said? Kristoff Gavin, a shady Smith may have met. I believe I did say that. Here, I was all nervous about this meeting, and now we hear they just pass in the hall. That does seem a little weak as a pretense for murder. It would be. If that was all that really happened. Mr. Wright, what are you hiding this time? When the trap failed, Smith hit the waitress. All this failed trap. This is the same trap that Miss Olga Orley mentioned. The plan was simple, elegant, really. You see, we set up a trap of sorts. I was to plant a card in Wright's pocket beforehand, and then deal 5 aces during one of their games. When their hands were revealed, Mr. Smith would call him out and search Wright. He would then pull out the planted card, and the trap would snap shut. Swap the cards. Just like that, the legend would be dashed to pieces. Yes, a harmless prank in essence. It was by a quirk of fate that I happened to discover it. A quirk? I happened to put my hand in my pocket and found a card. Card she planted. Yes, I stuck a peek at it and found it was the Five of Hearts. I had a feeling something might happen, so I disposed of the card before the game. Disposed? Where? There was an empty bottle of grape juice I had been drinking right beside me. I threw the card inside the bottle. The murder weapon. Oh! Yes, I rolled it up and shoved it in the colored glass. Shoved it in. The colored glass makes it hard to see. A battle of wits between the deceiver and the would-be deceived. That sounds like a terrific drama. That's strange. Wait, can I? What if I? Can I? Wait, is it even? The bottle is completely empty. Bruh, but it. Police miss it in their maybe I'll take a look. So right, the poker head of courtroom number 3 approves of this battle of wit. Please revise your testimony. Bruh, it's empty. Come on. Mr. Wright, if I may. Yes. I've examined the bottle, and I don't see any card in here. No. Mr. Wright, surely isn't all you have to say for that. Say for yourself. I can't say that I know what happened to the card. I did put it in the bottle, however. Huh? Perhaps a 5th person came and took it out. Oh, and the 6th person could have helped. So Gavin, Mr. Wright is your client. My apologies, Your Honor. I would have you disparaging our investigation either. We looked inside the bottle, there was nothing. So what's going on? Mr. Wright hoodwinking us again? Or did the card just disappear? In any case, please continue the cross-examination. I'm afraid deceive contradictions call for deceive evidence. Oh! Push him harder, Justice. Break him. It's just you and the witness in the ring go for the KO. I do have a feeling we're not on our client's side anymore. That evening, Kristoff and I had dinner and sat The girl was knocked out cold and Smith was uncontrollable. I left. When I returned, he was dead, blistering from a cut to his forehead. That's when I made another phone call to... I left. You made the calls to the police from the first floor of the restaurant, correct? Exactly. Cell phones don't get a signal down in the hideout. Well, was anyone else on the first floor at the time? Not a soul. It was the middle of the night after all. So there is the darkened restaurant I called the Cops. After making the call, I returned to the hideout. It didn't seem right to leave the injured waitress alone. When I returned, she was dead, blood streamed from a cut. A cut? A cut? Wait. I'm so confused. Oh no. That's bad. This evidence clear. Oh my god. Oh. Rip that. Shit. When I returned, he was dead, blood streaming cut from his forehead. And when you returned, the victim was already dead, yes. I'll admit, I was a little startled when I walked in. A little. He was bleeding from his forehead after all. I guess I'd be startled too if I walked in on a scene like that. That's when I made another phone call to the... Wait, wait. Could you explain why would you call Mr. Evans? It's obvious. I'd obviously gotten involved in a rather sticky affair, and I figured Kristoff's law office would give me a friend rate for my defense fees. Ah, glad to hear you intend to pay. I'll pay in full, Kristoff. It was I who got you involved after all. You may find the price of your defense quite high, my good friend. Quite high. Truth? Is this the truth that Mr. Wright was talking about? Justice, you know what you'll have to do. He's lying. Expose him now. Yes, sir. I have to think. What's trying to tell me with this test? Truth has to be here somewhere. The evening Kristoff and I had dinner, we sat at the table in this... Okay. So, they sat at the table in the photograph. Shady said walk 5 minutes after. Uh... The trap... Wait, so, wait, can I look at the, cards again? It was the... I'm so confused. Because this is the hand right here. I don't know. Nah. Gotta be that. The girl is knocked out full. Whoa. When I returned, he was dead, blood streaming from a... Wait. Wait. Mr. Wright, if I may. Yes? Take a look at this photograph of the crime scene. See, the victim here, he was wearing a hat. Yeah. He was... I wouldn't think you could have seen blood on his forehead. Good point. Justice, next time you point out an inconsistency, put a little more into it. Mr. Wright, can you explain this to the court? Oh, I forgot to mention something. I was the one who put that hat on his head. Eh? Wait. Really? You put the hat on the dead man's head? He wore it through our entire poker game. After calling the police, when I returned to the scene, his head was in full view, shining bright just like in this photograph. And I picked his hat up off the floor and put it on his head. Why'd you do a thing like that? All I can say is, I'm sorry, but that's the only thing I touched at the crime scene. Miss Hurley didn't see it. Seeing the victim's, his head. I think not. She was out cold. Good point. I believe I was the only one who witnessed his head. Ah, here we go again. Mr. Gavin, pardon? It just seems that our client is determined to lie his way through this case. Yep. I see, I guess. I don't know. believe in Phoenix. I don't believe in this dude right here. Hey, he's still our client, isn't he? I believe that's enough for that. Mr. Gavin, this witness testimony is more like a travesty. It's riddled with lies. I'm beginning to see how you came to lose your attorney's badge 7 years ago. Well, you certainly have a unique way of treating your clients, Chris. I never knew. I believe it was you who threw the first stone. Mr. Wright, if you intend to ever tell the truth about the case, it's now or never. Don't be misled. I haven't told a single lie here. Eh? When I noticed the trap, I put the card in the bottle too to dispose of it. And when I put that hat on the victim's head, let's just say I had a reason for doing that as well. A reason? That reason is right here. Oh. Your cell phone? At night. Recall that I spoke with defense attorney Gavin after calling the police. Just in case I recorded our conversation. What's this? Now that we're all here, I see no reason why I should play it back for the... Okay. Crystal, I seem to be in a bit of trouble. What's this? Getting that going well? Something like that. That gentleman who challenged you, he turned out to be good. He turned out to be dead. Someone hit him hard. You mean someone cracked that flaw's bone shot in a plate? It wasn't you, was it? Me? Please, the cops should be here any minute. I'm in your hands, should it come to that. Bone china plate. A kind of porcelain. It's a kind of porcelain, very smooth and shiny, and not plate, but pate. I believe he was referring to a certain gentleman's balding forehead. The court appreciates the defendant's discretion in not indicating my forehead. Bruh. Wait a second. Something's not right about that phone. So after Mr. Gavin ate dinner with you, he left the Bowl Club. Yeah, I think. Most certainly. then how did he know? When did he see this bone china plate? Oh, that's right. Yes, that was when I began to see my good friend in a different light. Oh, troubled, I returned to the crime scene, and when I spotted Mr. Head again, I realized exactly what was wrong. Well, Mr. Gavin was staged as has been set. Staged as was set. Perhaps you would like to explain this to the court. Exactly how did you come by your privileged knowledge of the victim's head? So, this is your reason. The reason why you put the victim's hat back on. Your point, Mr. Gavin? It's come down to this, has it, Phoenix, right? Right. Order. I will have order, Mr. Payne. Yes, Your Honor. I believe this court has been left with no other choice. Are you prepared to hear the defense attorney Gavin's testimony? Well, the prosecutor, Very well. We'll break for 10 minutes, after which Mr. Gavin will take the stands for the... Okay. Are we all clear on that? Crystal clear, Your Honor. Very well. This will be the final recess for the day. Well, guys, I'm going to leave this episode here of Apollo Justice, Ace Attorney. If you guys want to see more, please smash the like button, subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. This game is actually really, really good. I really love it. But yeah, peace.